and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I first want to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. The wonderful Joy Bernhardt, and I'm going to link down to her channel below, mentioned me on her vlog. So incredibly sweet, and I've just had a real influx of subscribers, so welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you found me, and thank you so much to Joy and to Becky of Power Tools with Thread, because I think Joy found me through her channel, so thank you, Becky! And I know Becky's one of my subscribers, so thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so kind. But welcome to everyone. I want to say again, thank you. And yeah, so let's get started with today's video. If you haven't subscribed though, please hit the subscribe button. I have a ton of fun stuff coming up this year, and more immediately we've got a really fun sew-along going on with a whole bunch of tutorials happening in March. So you don't miss out on that, hit the subscribe button, and yeah, you'll stay up to date on all that. Okay, so for today's video, we have the final pattern of my little mini capsule, my Megan Nielsen mini capsule, and this one is the, pop a picture up, the Floreat Dress and Top. And this is, like I said, the last of the 4 patterns that I'm going to do for this little mini capsule. I will, on Friday, have a complete lookbook for you, so I'll be pairing all the items basically together. It'll probably be a short video. I'll just kind of do a little montage of me wearing different combinations of outfits from all these pieces, and it'll just be me. I will not, I had to almost threaten my daughter to get her to pose and twirl around for me in the outfits for today's video, so I just mix and matched stuff of my own. Although, when you see her in the video, she is wearing her Floreat with her Dawn shorts, so you can kind of see a little bit of pairing those together. But anyway, so again, today is the Floreat Dress and Top, and I did all 4 views, so let's just get started and delve right in. Okay, view A is a dress, a woven dress. This is a pattern that can be made in woven and knit fabrics, and she does have a separate sleeve block for knits, and also a knit neckband if you decide to go that route. So for the dress, my daughter had picked out this beautiful pink rayon that I was hoarding in my stash for myself that has this adorable fruit over it, all over it, and the black dots, but she picked that. I let her have it. I have a little bit left for me, so I think my plan is to let her wear this dress out, and then when she is outgrown it, we'll donate it, and then I will make myself a little tank out of the remaining fabric. I think I have enough for a tank top for myself out of the remaining, so I'll just have to wait on that a little bit. But yeah, so I did the woven dress, as you can see, with the short sleeved. I opted not to use the facing in the pattern. She has a neck facing for the sleeved versions, and even a neck and armhole facing if you decide to go sleeveless. I hate facings. Hate them. So instead of using facings, I always just use bias tape. So I self-made bias binding out of the fabric, and I just sewed I make 2-inch wide bias tape, fold it in half and press it, and then I just sewed at the 5/8 around the neckline. Then I clipped that really close, about 1/8 of an inch away from the stitch line. I understitched it, turned it to the inside, pressed it, and then top stitched it down. That's just my preferred method. And had this been a sleeveless top, I would have done the same thing to the armholes. I just prefer that better. I feel like facings are always flapping out, unless you have them like top stitched down like well into the garment, which is a definite like design detail that I can get behind. But unless you're doing that, I feel like they're just always flopping around, and I don't like them. So I opted for bias binding on these. I left the back open. I did the slit and did the little, just a little self fabric loop with a little pink button on the back for her. So she can somewhat easily get this on and off. It's very free-flowing. So I'm going to make a confession real quick. When I bought these patterns, she came out with all these 4 patterns at the same time, and she was running a deal, and I think it was buy 3, get 1 free. And I think that's what it was. So it came up to like 25% off each pattern, if that's right. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, that's what the deal was, though, I think. Buy 3, get 1 free. And I really wanted the Jara, the Dawn, and the Wattle skirt. And so I just went ahead and did the deal, because I don't know, like I have mentioned it before, I really feel like I need bust darts. I need more shaping. I just don't do well in any pattern that doesn't have a dart of some sort, typically. But I thought, you know, I'll try it. Maybe it'll be neat for Ava. And I saw that it came in knit, and I'm like, well, knit, you know, maybe I can get away with it. So this, and it's kind of why the pattern was the last one, because I just wasn't as excited about it. However, I love these versions on my daughter. The pink of her dress definitely looks better once we were in Florida. She wore it in Florida and got a little bit of a tan because the pink is a little close to her skin tone. We didn't think about that at the time, but she'll be wearing it in the summer, and she does get, unfortunately, brown as a little bean in the summertime, so she will have more contrast between her flesh and the dress once she's actually wearing this. But she loves it. She looks adorable in it. I think it's a perfect style dress, especially for a 12-year-old, where it's a little more grown up without being immodest. So very pleased with this. Okay, view 2 is a cropped top. Now, all of these views come with the asymmetrical hem. I just rounded off. On both dresses, I just rounded off the hem. And how I did that, someone had asked about that, I just lined the back up with the front. So I matched them at the side seams. I laid the back down on top of the front and just traced the back hemline because there is a curve to it. I just traced the back hemline and then flipped it and traced, you know, because the front pattern piece is an all-in-one. It's not cut on the fold because it has the asymmetrical part. So that's just all I did. Very easy. I just traced the back hemline basically onto the front. So I did that on both dresses. I had to shorten my daughter's dress by 5 inches, so they come up pretty long. Now, we're not tall. I'm only 5'2". My daughter is almost 5'2". She's 12. She will be tall, but right now she's only 5'2". So I did have to take 5 inches off her dress and I'll talk about my dress a little bit more, but I took 4 off of it. So keep that in mind. They do run a little long. And I feel like with this loose style of dress, although she does have it belted in quite a few views, and that will make a difference. If you're belting it, it's going to shorten up on its own just because of the belt. But you need to be careful with the hemline on these, I feel like, or else they can look dumpy. You know, if you need to make sure the hemline is hitting you in the right spot. And for me, I think above the knee is perfect. Again, if it's belted, it's a different story, but when you're leaving it loose. So yes, so I took off some of that. So anyway, view 2 is the t-shirt, and it is a cropped version, and we left, and I say cropped, it's just a little bit shorter. As you can see on her, it's not super cropped, but it looks adorable with the Dawn shorts / jeans, whatever, that high-waisted. I think it looks so cute. And we left the asymmetrical part onto this shirt because she can tie it real easily into a little knot, and she loves that look, and I love that look, and I think it's so cute and summery. We used a nice, it's kind of a thin tissue knit, which was a nightmare to sew with. I don't even know, I need to remember that. When I'm buying stuff, don't buy tissue weight knit. You hate sewing with it. It's not worth it. But anyway, this is a good color for her. She has green eyes. It's a celery green, so it's a good color. She loves the little tie detail. I think it's adorable. Again, we put the short sleeves on this, and we use the knit block for this one because, again, I use knit. I cut the front and the back of this on the fold. So the back pattern piece actually you cut too. It's got a seam because for the woven, you have to be able to either put a zipper in the back or leave the little gap for the hook or the, well, hook and eye or a loop and button or whatever to get it on over your head. So for the knit, I just scooted that back piece over, you know, taking the seam allowance off and cut it on the fold because you don't need that for the knit version. And I think it just turned out adorable. So she's very pleased with it as well. Then view C is a little bit longer top, and you can tell I untie it a little bit. I will never wear it untied. It's way too voluminous, I feel like, when it's untied, mostly because, again, I am busty, so things just stand off my chest. And again, this is a very drapey rayon that I used for my top. I used, obviously, the sleeve, and I made my own 3/4 length sleeve. I just made a line from, because the pattern piece has the short sleeve line and then obviously the long sleeve pattern piece, and I just marked a spot that I know I like for a 3/4 length sleeve, which I do love on me. And I like this top. It's very beachy, and I think I will wear it tied. I think it's very cute. The neckline on this is high, and again, because I'm busty, I do not normally like a high neckline on me. I need more skin showing to break up the expanse of my chest a little bit. But again, I think this is nice and breezy. It'll be super comfortable in the summer because it's rayon and it feels like you're not wearing anything. And I like the big stripes, so it will get some wear. But again, not my favorite neckline on me. Again, I did the bias binding on the neckline with this one, just like I did on my daughter's dress. And yeah, and left the asymmetrical hem just so I could tie it, and I think that looks really cute with the white jeans. So there is that top. And then the final one is this gray knit dress. Now, you're gonna say, hey, in your plans, you were gonna use that Lady McElroy viscose crepe. I feel like I am pretty good at pattern Tetrising. And I'm also feel like I'm pretty good at being able to see a pattern, and even if it says, you know, you need 2.5 yards or whatever for this dress, if I've got 2 yards, I'm pretty good at looking and saying, yeah, I can make this work with 2 yards. I totally underestimated this dress. And I really wanted to do a knit dress because I wanted to show you guys a version of a woven dress and a knit dress and a woven top and a knit top. And I'd already made Ava's, and so I wanted to do a knit dress. So there was no way that I was getting this dress out of that fabric. Not even, I could get the top cut out or the front cut out and that was it. It's just because it's so, such a wide hem. It's very flowy, which gives it, I mean, that's the style, kind of that trapeze dress look. I just couldn't get it onto that fabric. So I put the fabric back, and actually I think I may make another Shona out of that and do her, oh gosh, the big sleeve, bishop sleeve, her bishop sleeve hack on that with the really wide or long cuff. I just loved that version. And I think she used Lady McElroy viscose crepe in her sample on that hack. So anyway, that fabric's gonna be used probably here sooner rather than later, but I just could not get this pattern on. In fact, I even had a different rayon knit that I pulled out that I had 2 yards of, and I'm like, okay, because I had a meter and a half of the other one, and no, not coming out of 2 yards. I had to delve into this gray, which I will wear the gray. The gray is very easy, but I think I had like 3 or 4 yards of that gray viscose rayon, and it's not the best viscose rayon. I bought it when Craftsy was still selling, well, Craftsy was still Craftsy, and it was selling a lot of fabric, and it had a whole line of viscose rayons, and you would buy them by like a 2-yard bundle, 3-yard bundle, or 4-yard bundle, and they would go on sale all the time, and you could get like, I don't know, they had something like 12 colors, and I bought a lot of pretty much any of the colors they sold that suited my coloring, and I would buy either a 2-yard or a 3-yard, and I think I bought 4, I may have had 4 yards of that gray, and I think I bought it also in the navy. Unfortunately, once I started making stuff up with it, it pills like crazy, which is real unfortunate. Again, I did not pay a lot of money at all for any of it, but the t-shirts and stuff that I made out of the other cuts have just not worn well at all, and they've pilled, and I've had to get rid of them. But they're fine for a time. You know, I can wear them for a decent amount of time. They just don't wash well. So anyway, that's what this is. So we'll see how well it gets long. But you know, it's a great dress. Again, the neckline's a little high on me. I feel like it almost has like a muscle tee look to it. You know, where you've got like the higher neckline, and then the sleeveless, you know, with people that have like immaculate arms that like work out a lot. That looks really great. I don't have immaculate arms, which is fine. But anyway, I like it with the jean jacket. I think it's cute. It's going to be super comfortable to wear in the summer because it is so flowy. Like it's going to feel like I'm not wearing anything. And I think it's cute with my tennis shoes. So it's not a complete loss, and it will get worn this summer. But I probably won't make it again. So there you go. But anyway, got it made. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else I needed to tell you? For the armholes, I did not bind those. I just did my knit stay tape in the armhole and then folded it over on itself and cover stitched it, which is a little bit of a cheater way, but I don't mind that on armholes. And then I used her neckband on the neck, obviously. So that's how I finished that one off. So, and again, I had to shorten that one 4 inches, and then I took an inch hem as well on the bottom there because I used my tapes. So anyway, that is the lowdown of the Floreat. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little 4-part series. Again, I'll be back with you on Friday, and I've got a whole lookbook of all 4 videos, or all the 4 patterns kind of mix and match together, and how I plan on wearing them, kind of in my mini capsule style. And yeah, then we'll be done with the Megan Nielsen little capsule, and we can move on to the sew along. So that's all I have for today, guys. Remember, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. The thumbs up helps me plan for future videos because it helps me, I can track the analytics on that. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye!